強化しちゃって大丈夫か。そうこなくっちゃな。やっと作戦完了で艦隊祈祷か。遅えな、ちゃっちゃとやれよ。怖くて声も出ねえか。ほらほら、野戦突入。ビビってんじゃねえぞ。遅えな。
everybody, welcome back here to a new edition at J-Core Live. This is your weekly J-Core show where we are discussing and listening to the J-Core sounds all over the world and all over the time. And today we have another show. Today we are discussing and listening to Trashkick Must Die. Not Fresh, but Thrash. Sorry. Trashkick Must Die, volume number 1 from the EZiKi label. If you don't know what EZiKi is, it's a collaborative record label from MIDI and Project. As they are the Squid team. And it's pretty fast-paced music what we're gonna listen to today. So, somehow I think I forget something. I don't know for sure. I think I didn't activate something, but we'll see it later. The background music, what you hear, is of course done by your boy DJ Kuro from Kuro Soundworks. Now we're at the Kuro live stream set from 21 December 2013. You can of course find all the mixes on Kuro Soundworks on YouTube, and if you want to support him even more, you also have a Patreon on patreon.com/Kuro Soundworks. And use Spy with a little I and me. So first of all, once again, thank you very much for stopping by into J-Core Live, and it's your host Neodash Zerox, of course. And a quick shout out to Tom CXR, The Aversal, Koala Bad Cow, Melonpon, Banana, Arigato, Defrag, let's see, Power to All, Hypa, welcome again. That's about it. That's in the chat right now, and to all you guys in the chat that are just listening, also hi to you guys. So we're gonna play the first track, and the first track is going to be MIDI with All Be One, and then of course play.
Let's all be one and united, ready when the day will come. Be all our hearts elevated, ready when the glory shine. Let's all be one and united, ready when the day will come. Be all our hearts elevated, ready when the glory shine. Let's all be one. Let's all be one. Let's all be one. Be one. Let's all be one. Let's all be one. Be one. Be one. Be one.
That was MIDI with All Be One. Let's see. Yeah, it's as who just said it, as Mint. He said is his MIDI's most melodic stuff though. The stuff what he produces for the EZiKi label are usually a bit more melodic than most of his tracks. Although in the past he did some melodic stuff, but not as melodic and as good as quality as with the Thrashkicks. Thrashkicks. Yeah, power to all. My mustache. I said it already last week, but it's a funny story. Normally, I was never allowed to have a mustache for my wife because she really hates it. But we've been watching some shows on Netflix, and just to keep it short, all the men are wearing beards, as we are looking at shows with barbarians, shows with knights, shows, and now with shows with Vikings. She said, yeah, you can try to grow a beard and a mustache. So I was looking at her like, what? Is that even possible? A mustache? This is actually the first time in 20 years, I think.
But you have to tell them as well what to do.
Yeah, the deal was that I have to do something with my hair.
As in, he has to take care of his hair. Like, comb it, some gel in it. Why the F are you claiming my back, Ayimi? She's standing on my back. Look at this.
Yeah, yeah, she's just lying down there. Think about. Wake up. So, yeah, this is Ayimi, and if you didn't know this yet, this is our claiming cat. So, yeah, loving this new upgraded treat seats. Okay, that's a good one. And hi Jackson and hi Moloch, welcome back here to J-Core Live. J-Core. So yeah, as I was explaining, yeah, the mustache is new, definitely. It's a 3-week-old mustache. Oh, by the way, the hair what you see on my face, that is from 3 weeks. So my hair growth isn't that fast. So, yeah, and once in my lifetime, I want to try to have a beard, and let's see how far it goes. And if she doesn't like it, then I have to chop it off again. Oh yeah, another kind of story. Was it this one or was it another one? Oh. About the All Be One. This is actually a track what I actually played on one of the Canadian Speaker Resistance parties in the past, the CSR. And I was booked for some J-Core Terror Speedcore stuff. So yeah, there was actually it was my first booking outside of Decimal Sounds and those con bookings. So I came into unknown territory, into the terror scene. I haven't been active in the terror scene for so long. And then suddenly I got invited to play at one. So yeah, then I decided, yeah, let's try. Let's play this track. No, it was not even this one. It was an old one from MIDI. So yeah, I started out with 180 BPM at the terror party. So yeah, people liked it. I went to 220 into the terror and people liked it-ish. So I went to 250 ppm and people were already going away. I think, what the hell is this? Okay, yeah, you know, screw it. So then I play some 300 BPM tracks and suddenly an empty dance floor. And there was only one room. Yeah, and that is what you call a terror party. Also a funny story to tell is exactly the same party. I was pretty scared of my life. And why is that? Well, it was in is it a town? No, it's a village, I think. And the village doesn't have that many colored people. I noticed it when I came to the party itself, but okay, the first thing what I saw when I entered the building was me and my friend I went with were the only colored guys over there. Okay, you know, that's possible, that is okay, that's fine, I'm used to it anyway. I step into the okay, I stepped into the dance room and I see a couple of big big white guys with a white power logo tattooed on their arms. So they were looking at me and a friend of mine and say, what the hell are you doing here? We were definitely not dressed as one of them, so that was pretty funny. And then oh man, afterwards, another group came in and somebody wore a t-shirt with SS on it. Like, what the fuck? So yeah, okay, it's fine. You know, I'm already used to having racists as friends, and when I meant racist, that is another story to tell. But okay, I'm used to it. They looked at me and say, what the fuck are you doing here? I did not see that coming. Oh, Jackson did a good one. I did not see that coming. Understand? Oh yeah, sorry, you're German, so you should understand. Okay, so they were looking at me like, what the fuck am I doing there? So on the moment that I was playing, I was actually DJing there. Oh, they suddenly... Oh, okay, that's actually a cool guy. Oh, also something else what I saw on that party, and that was actually the first time I saw him alive, and oh man, when I went to a party back then, everybody was always hogging the speaker system and being bass zombies pretty much the whole evening, and party hardy, and doesn't matter who you are, what you dress, you're one of them. And everybody, yeah, you know, that kind of stuff. Yeah, usually what I do at drum and bass parties, they did there as well. Well, one of those guys that I just mentioned that had like a white power logo, and what are white power logos? There's like the Celtic cross. It's like round with a plus in it. Their way of dancing is like jumping ropes, and I'm serious about it. So I stood there and I looked at the room, and how did it dance? I looked at them and I said, okay, so this is the white supremacy folk dance. Like, oh man. I didn't know if I was embarrassed or or I was like in a comedian show. So yeah. I also have another story to tell with this racism shuffle. That's a good one. I am definitely gonna tell another story. I'm gonna tell the story after the next track. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. Trashkick Must Die Volume number 1 from the EZiKi label. Let me grab my Discogs. Trashkick Must Die. Why doesn't it load? Just a second. Okay, Thrashkick Must Die. It's a 9-track release. It's only on digital release. It's released at the 9th of April 2017, and the style is speedcore. There are actually 10 tracks, but the 10th track is a mix. So it's probably going to be shorty today. Oh, and apparently there's also a CD version that has been released in 2016. Okay, good to know. Probably don't have it, but I did bought it legally back then. Let's see, what do you guys say on the chat? I learned too bad it's for Nazis only. This is what real power looks like. There's a racism shuffle. Always thought media was actually sharp now. How wrong was I? Yeah, those were two different kind of artists indeed. Media is Midlet. I think Midlet was somebody else, right? Midlet was, I thought, somebody from Finland. Ow. Oh, is the cat outside? It's cold outside. Jeez. MIDI is also M2D. Yeah, that is definitely true. So yeah, I am going to play the next track, and the next track is going to be DJ Kurara with Rocking the Thrashkick. That was DJ Kurara with Rocking the Thrashkick. Oh, and I also see that I need to press the air horn, so power to all. This one goes out to you. So yeah, story. Racist story. And what is also true story, by the way. Which year was this? 2001, I think, or 2000? 2001. Either on 2001 or 2002. Yeah, between 2001 and 2002, I had a few friends within the hardcore scene. Pretty much on the other side of the Netherlands, near the German and Belgian border in Maastricht. And I went there pretty much every 2 weekends, I think, just to party there and hang out. But the reason is because I met quite a lot of friends over there. But after a certain action thing what I did, I suddenly got even more friends and even got protected on some kind of way. But how would I gonna say this? Okay, there was another club back then that I went there, and also in that time the whole Nazi thing was pretty a hot issue within the hardcore scene. So everybody were like fake Nazis and racists in general. I went there a few times, and they always left me alone because with Asian people they don't really have problems. Okay, fine with this. But one day, one of the guys from the party, they got he got into a fight with some North African people, and there was like 5 guys against 1, and I don't know why I did it, but somehow I just stormed in and helped that one guy, and after when they saw the both of us there, then suddenly half of the club came out and came to help us. But not that I didn't even knew it before, but apparently he is one of those right-wing party people, like with a whole Swahitska tattooed on the arm. And yeah, he was so thankful that he said to all his friends that they had to thank me, and suddenly I was among those Nazi people, and I got treated like one of them. And every time if I go over there, and those people say, "Hey, Jody, long time to see. You want a beer? Oh no, wait, you don't drink beer. You want a Coke?" As normal Coca-Cola, and say, "Yeah, sure, thanks." So it was quite a funny story, but eventually half of my friends from over there were like Nazi people. So and me as a colored person, for me it was really weird to see, but yeah, I don't know. It was funny though. Let's see, Mint. There was always a bit of suspect people in the hardcore scene. Maybe German Nazis saw people without hair in Holland and thought they were alike. Well, the funny thing is, real Nazi people, one, they don't listen to hardcore because the influence what they have is a lot of black music in there. So that's one. 2, they are not bald. Unless they are bald because the hair fall off, but usually they have hair. And 3, they don't wear ska clothing, like I call it like jeans that got rolled up and with army boots and white or yellow laces, because those were the punk and oi scene, and that was definitely not white. Well, they are boneheads. They're boneheads. They're Nazi skinheads, basically. Yeah, okay, but like I said, real Nazis aren't like that. This is mostly targeted to people that how you say that? This I don't know if you guys ever have seen the movie called American History X, but it's more those kind of people that they got targeted in the past by other kind of people, and they seek help from like-minded people, and suddenly they get corrupted. It's more that kind of people. It's not even real ones. It's more because people talk them into it. Let's see. Right wing is soft, and definitely true. Koala Bedka was a nightmare outdoor like a long time ago, and went to the terror tent, and he actually got, you know, the eyes back when he's still long hair. Somebody actually put to get into wrecked. There were like 5 guys immediately surrounding me and edging me on, trying to get me to respond. So they had an excuse to beat me up. Yeah, you know, I also have that kind of thing at Massive Hardcore one time as well. I was there walking around. Usually in the past when I go to parties, I went alone because I met all my friends over there. And because I knew quite a lot of people, I always walk rounds, and every round I always find somebody else. Just to hang out and then go to the next one. But on one of those rounds, somebody kicked me from behind, and they were was looking like really like aggressive, like, and big, like what are you looking at? Come then, come then. I just looked at him. I laughed, and I just walked away. So I'm definitely not gonna give any reaction. Because yeah, I'm not trying to get beat up there. I'm just trying to have a good time. And for me, a good time is not giving them reaction, because I know they will get even more pissed. Let's see. Black. Yeah, I'm assuming that's confused. Yeah. In the Dutch hardcore scene. The thing is, if you are one of them, then usually you have to be bold. You have to wear an expensive tracksuit called Australian Ocavello, or you need to wear Nike Air Maxes, or you need to wear like army boots with rolled up jeans. And Lonsdale clothing, because those were the standards of being a gabber. But somewhere there down the line, people suddenly associated the brand Lonsdale with racism. The thing is that most fake racist people didn't realize is that Lonsdale was actually heavily promoted by Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson. And guess what? They ain't white. So yeah. Oh. Imagine pronouncing it as gabber and not jabber. Yeah, it is gabber. We Dutch, we call it a gabber. Yes, with a but yeah, the whole hardcore scene is so totally different. When I was just too late for the golden age, because I was too young back then. But when I could go to hardcore parties, that started somewhere around 2000, and suddenly the whole scene got like, I don't know, it's, I wouldn't say corrupted, but it really went downhill. Arigato. Remember in the high school years, Lonsdale was associated with hardcore. Lonsdale is still associated with hardcore. Sometimes if you even go to hardcore parties, you see sometimes a Lonsdale in between. Hey, but hell, even I wear Lonsdale clothing. I like the clothing. It fit well. It wasn't that too expensive. It was yeah, it's good wearable clothing. I like sweaters, so I had like 5 or 6 sweaters of them, 2 jackets. But me as a colored person wearing that, it's yeah, I was definitely not the stereotype because I wore jeans rolled up with how you call it, with army boots, Lonsdale, and I'm colored, so I got pretty much quite a few looks like what? Is it even possible? Yes, bitch, it's possible. Yeah. So by the way, how are your week between now and last week? Last week I had a 1-week vacation. Well, vacation holiday. Monday, my work called me for a meeting, so that took about 2 hours of my time. Tuesday, 3 people actually called me because of access problems to the building. Wednesday, somebody called me because somebody had access problem in another faculty. So, so only Thursday and Friday I didn't got called. So yeah, even though I did have a holiday, I didn't have a holiday. But one thing is for sure, I did sleep quite well. And also I could manage to do 10 mixes, mini mixes for the JCO Live. So that is still coming up. Sorry for the big delay. Yeah, what else? I've been binge watching Transformers Prime Wars trilogy, and I also binge watched Transformers Siege of Cybertron on Netflix. Oh damn, those are really good shows. And even though I do love the Dinobots, I always hoped that the Dinobots would have a merger. And to my surprise, in the Prime Wars trilogy, there is actually a Dinobot merger. So my life is totally complete. Wow. Thank you, Hasbro. Thank you. Let's see. Saturday and Sunday I have been playing games and worked a little bit on the stream thingy. Oh yeah, I have been cooking. I made beef broth. I cooked it for 12 hours, and the day after I used it for a hot pot. So yeah, that is pretty much my week, and now I am back at work. Although working from home 3 days and 2 days I need to go back to the faculty, but there's quite a lot of work to do because in 1 week time apparently there are a few movements going on within the building, so I need to do everything like in 2 weeks. So good luck. So yeah, that was pretty much my weekend and week. Let's see. Tom, business as usual. Power to all. Finally figured how the framework coding works. Nice. I'm having a double disc CD of Thunderdome while Dork Barfin. Okay. What's the story behind that one? Let's see. Banana. The week summed up. He had a lot of bot programming for Discord server. Got new speakers, listened to music, and also ate food a few times. Oh, did you also sleep? But seriously, man, good work. Koala Bad Cow made a whole week of live radio. Oh, what kind of radio are you doing? Power to all. Finished watching Snowpiercer on Netflix. What kind of show is that? Something to do with Vikings. Banana starting watching Kill la Kill this week, and we're watching No Game, No Life with a friend. Really good shows. Kill la Kill is definitely a good show. I do like Kill la Kill, but I prefer Gurren Lagann more. It's from the same publisher. Yeah, that's called publisher or artist. But if you haven't done so yet, Gurren Lagann is a good one. Check that one out as well. Monday, Friday, every day was really fun. Melonpon liked Transformers Beast Wars growing up. I never really liked Beast Wars. I don't know why. I did watch a few shows, but I wasn't used to Transformers transforming into animals and reptiles. I don't know. Kuro, today's the first day off since 2 weeks. Damn. Oh, damn, you have been working for 2 weeks? So, I hope you definitely enjoy your your day off. Oh, Banana never heard of Go Lang. No, Gurren Lagann. Gurren Lagann. I think you write it down like this. Yeah, it's an oldie already. It's maybe 10 to 12 years, I think. No, sorry, Banana. Oh, Kuro also last for the week. Hi, Super Hero Jimmy. Welcome back to another edition here at Live. Let's see. Defrag finished the second season with ReZero. This is a good show. I do have it on my Netflix, I think, but I never watched it yet. I don't really have that much time to watch stuff. Up until last week, though. Let's see. Koala Bad Cow Company spent 100k just to make of internally broadcasted radio for the people working in the warehouse during the Black Friday and everybody sitting at home during the pandemic. Okay, that's nice. Snowpiercer story based off a book about a snowstorm which kills all on Earth 120. Oh, damn, that's cool. Trainees who keep running to prevent it again. Okay. It's also a show on Netflix. Looks interesting. Let's see what else. Hypa was listening on the way to the post office. Just got back. Package got delivered. Had a surprise. Oh, CD. Other CD got too. Oh, what CD is it? Melon. The reason they transform into animals in Beast Wars is because cars aren't invented yet by humanity. The story takes place millions of years before. Yeah, that's the story I do know. But it's not the story that I know of. Because the story that I know of is that the Autobots, they fled away from Cybertron and they crashed into Earth. And they went into stasis since the crashing until, what, 1983 or something like that? So, yeah. Yeah, I'll say let's go over to the next track. So the next track is going to be Ko Akira with Neo Prism.
dropping bombs. Drop this. Dropping bombs.
And that was Neo Prism from Kawaki. So yeah, another story is more to do with the shirt what I'm wearing. Yeah, as you cannot see right now, I am actually wearing a MIDI shirt with roaring to the odd hymn. This is actually a shirt that MIDI gifted me back in 2018 when I was 2016 when I played there. I played at Happy Jack versus Extreme Hard, but he wasn't even on the lineup. He was just there only to say hi to me and to give me like what was it, like 10 CDs and a T-shirt and something else. I actually forgot what it was. But yeah, this is actually one of the few times that I wear this CD. It's a bit too big for me. Doesn't matter. Details. Let's see. Get better TTV in your streaming software or something. I have no idea how those emotes work. Yeah, I need to figure out how this works then. Because now you only see the word jabber on it. So yeah, this is pretty much the only story what I have to tell. Yeah, something else that I did. I have no idea. So, what do you guys want to talk about today? Because I'm definitely all out of ideas today. except for promoting Kuro again, as we are still listening to Kuro live stream set from the 21st of December 2013. So yeah, or anybody want to join the chat? Currently using a Restream chat plugin. That doesn't work either. Oh, and DJ Carl Star. This one goes out to you. Talk about random selection monkeys. Oh, monkeys. I do have actually I do have a story about talking about monkeys. It also has to do with our vacation in Japan. Yeah, for real, there's actually a story with monkeys. You know what? I am going to talk about story with monkeys. I'm going to play the next track and I'm gonna look up for some pictures. So the next track is going to be EZiKi DJ Crew with Blow Up the Moon. And I hope this is like a 4 to 6 minute track. I don't think so, but let's see. Ik had 1 man. gonna play one more track because I'm almost done collecting the pictures. So the next track is going to be almost Agonistus with Heresy. Okay, before I was not muted, and now I am muted. Why, thank you for for telling me that. So yeah, once again, that was a track from Agonistus with Heresy. Yeah, and it's definitely a good release so far, as I really like the 300 BPM style music, so this is a good one, definitely. And also thanks to Banana, we are going to talk about monkeys. Well, I do have a little story to tell. Let's see. Oh shit! I just clicked it away. Okay, that's back in 2018 when 16 where when we were in Japan, we went to a place called Yamanoshi, and Yamanoshi is actually one of the best places for onsens, and how the locals call there as what was Shibo Onsen. Yamanoshi? Oh well, it is an onsen city. But what we didn't realize is, oh nice, damn! I really need to find that picture. Wait, before I gonna lead into the pictures, I'll be right back.
Break it down to rhyme and sound.
Okay, sorry, I'm back. So yeah, we were in a place called Yamanoshi. It is onsen city, and it was famous because of its many ryokans. What were there, and about a special place what I'm gonna mention later. But what I didn't know, and that is after later. Okay, let me put the display. Capture. Yes. Let's see, where is it? Okay, so we came here in the daytime. Yes, this is me and Kim. That was 4.5 years ago. It looks like an old rural town, and it definitely felt like it. Also because when we were there was like almost nobody walking around. But the main attraction is actually in the night. That evening that we just arrived, it rained a little bit, and when we came, it became dry. Ja, die laat ik ook zo zien. Okay, it looks like an old town, definitely, but Oh, that is a random assassin on the street, so don't mind that. But it's more because of these kind of shrines what you have over there. The shrines, they kind of look familiar, but also there was a ryokan that was pretty huge, and it was like only 1/3 of it. But later, one of the ryokan people that where we slept, they actually told us about that the city was, or at least the place was as a part of inspiration of the anime called Spirited Away. We didn't even know that. So yeah, it's definitely a nice place to be. Also during that evening, yeah, of course we needed to have some dinner. So yeah, trying to find a place to eat was pretty difficult as there were no combinis. And for those that doesn't know what a combini is a convenience store. But there are 2 restaurants. There was completely everything in Japanese, in kanji and hiragana. We didn't understand anything and we just walked. we just walked by and everything was closed. We're talking now about like 8 o'clock in the evening. So yeah, then we went. Because we needed to eat, so we went into a restaurant, just a random restaurant what they had there. So
Looked like one.
it didn't look like one.
Like step into
Right,
someone's
yeah.
house.
Coming with a wife together.
It kind of looked like it's that we got the address for a restaurant, and we were standing in front of the door, and we were like, aren't we gonna walk into someone's house at the moment? I was like, okay, I do see enough seats and I do see menu cards, so I guess it's a restaurant. But it feels like you're walking into someone's house, and it was kind of creepy.
Yeah, there was actually an old man just watching television over
No,
there.
it was a woman.
Oh, was a woman?
No, it's an old lady.
Yeah, but there was an old man there as well. Or was it the second day?
It was the second.
Oh, that was the second day. Okay, the first day there was then an old woman working there, and she was all alone. And we thought about like, is this a house or is this a restaurant? We didn't have an idea, no clue what it was. So saw a menu on the card. There was like only 4 dishes on the card.
Yeah, and like very overdated table salt and pepper and all kind of other weird stuff you don't want to eat when it's 5 years, you know, past you.
So yeah, then we got a menu card. So we use our Google Translate app. Thank you, Translate. And we just looked at what it was, and there was udon, sir.
I have no idea.
There was was not udon. Was the other? Is the buckwheat thing?
Fuck one is-
Oh, that's a different restaurant. Okay. But anyhow, so we ate the food and it was pretty good. And there was I'm seriously talking about like what, a 75-year-old lady.
Yeah, 75-year-old lady. And when we ordered the food, thanks to Google Translate, she went to the back and we were looking at each other like, is she gonna cook our food? I mean, that lady looks like she's gonna drop anytime, you know? I mean, you serious? She gonna cook? And she came back and went with 2 plates and giving us the food. And the fun thing is that that eventually she asked where we came from. And then we said that we're from the Netherlands. And basically, when you say that you're from the Netherlands, they want to take pictures with you.
Yep.
It was such a cute, really. At first, she was sitting like really in the front, but when we told her that we're from the Netherlands, then she came very close and tried to have a conversation. Of course, it was kind of difficult, but we. Thanks to Google Translate, you can communicate with people, and that's so much handier when you, well, of age and you don't speak any English and we don't speak Japanese, then it's still fun to have a conversation as far as possible.
So yeah, that was a pretty crazy adventure, but we do have a nice picture, so that we are not lying. This is actually the lady that served our food, and what you see there that looks like a restaurant, it does look like a house setting.
Yeah. I miss her food. She oh.
Yeah, it was really good food. So I was saying that cake made the pudding smooth. Yep.
Yep.
That's actually one of my favorite shirts. It's a wrestling shirt, by the way. But yeah, it was such a cute woman. I wouldn't say that she took care of us, but yeah, the food was good, and yeah. So then after,
oh, look at the veins on my arms. Jeez.
Yeah, you were still training back then.
Damn.
Okay, and afterwards we went back to our sleeping place. But before we went to bed, we just sit under the kotatsu.
And we had a nice Kit Kat tasting because we were trying to get all the kind of weird candy, and actually I have a video online of doing the Kit Kat tasting, the sake and the apple.
Yeah, that was a good one. But let's see. Still. So yeah, it's food tatami, and
It was heaven.
it was heaven. Yeah, definitely, and it was probably one of the best nights that I had. Oh, by the way, the laptop that you see here is my old DJ laptop. So yeah, okay, now let's go back into the monkeys.
Into the monkeys.
That doesn't sound right. So yeah, so the next day, we just went out quite early in the morning.
Yeah, and we asked, like, we want to see the monkeys, so how do we go? They said, well, you can take the bus. I said, we're not gonna take the bus, we're gonna walk.
Yeah, because the bus was like only a 10-minute drive or 15-minute drive.
Yeah,
And if you walk up, it was like 2 hours, 1.5.
I have no idea, but
It-
she
it-
said you have to walk uphill,
It-
and
yeah,
that's
it's only 2 kilometers. That's about 1.5 mile, I think, ish. It wasn't that far, but it was like the climb was hell.
2 kilometers. That's what I'm walking.
Yeah, but it's 2 kilometers you're going up,
Yeah, that's
uphill,
true.
and
It was
and the
painful.
hill was pretty steep.
It was very steep. I remember that, like, just the first 10 minutes of my life, I was crying. I was like, oh my god, how long is this gonna take to go upstairs? Just my legs were burning in those 10 minutes. And we were not even close. We were just starting.
So yeah, and up on the when we went up, somewhere around halfway.
You don't have the nice pictures of the really nice pictures of the water. I mean, you still look like a dude in the mid 30s taking a selfie in a very not
Okay.
nice angle. Like, I took many
okay.
pictures.
Okay. Let's take. Not this one.
I mean, the one with the water that was standing over there.
Let's take this one. So we started our journey. Of course, we had to take pictures. Oh, nobody took our picture. We actually took the pictures ourselves with I call it
En je wel een statief?
statief. Oh, what is statief in English?
The thing that holds your camera and that you can take a picture.
Yeah,
Camera stand.
camera stand. Yeah.
Well, there we
Thanks.
go. That was much
So
easier.
we
A tripod, yes, a tripod. That's it.
tripod. Okay, so trust me, the monkey story is still coming. So at the end of the village, there was like cemetery shrine.
Yep.
And yeah, we had to just to take a picture because yeah, shrine is beautiful. Why are we taking pictures of ants?
Because they were freaking big.
Big?
They were big. Look at that leaf.
That's true.
That was a very, very big ant.
So of course, need to take the picture. Oh yeah, okay. Uphill, and somewhere across quarter of a way, we saw a nice, yeah, I think they call it a creek. And we really hope that we can, can stand somewhere next to it. But went more up and then suddenly we were there. The day before was raining and was pretty cold, and that day was, I don't know, like 20 degrees. It was one of the warmest days when we were there.
Look at me carrying all those bags. Gee. Why didn't you help me out back then, by the way?
You wanted to do it your own.
Yeah, that's true. It was like it was hiking and basically training on a pair of shoes that were not made for that kind of things. So my feet were hurting. I still like that picture there. No, the other one. That one. I really like that one.
Hey, you actually stood in the creek.
Yeah, I did. I did.
Baby, baby Kim.
Baby Kim, dude, what the F?
Yeah, the water was really nice.
It was. Yay! Because why not?
Let's see how far this.
Yeah, there's a lot of pictures. I mean, you just have to pick a lot further. And we still had to climb up
No,
more.
this is somewhere half.
Yeah, that was halfway, and
Yeah. Okay. So.
oh, all the way. Come on.
Okay, now, but anyhow. Okay. Okay, then we go over to. Because the place where we actually wanted to go as well, it actually had monkeys.
Monkeys!
The monkey that you actually see here, it was a mother monkey, and the child you see there.
I was really shooting a rainbow because I was scared. Because the monkeys were still wild. I mean, they could do whatever they want. And the first thing I saw was a monkey coming at me with a baby on her belly. And I was like, what am I gonna do? Because she is gonna protect her baby, of course. But she's coming up to me, so I'm just standing still or just walk further. What should I do right now? Because no one told us what to do. That was kind of, I don't know, kind of scary. I mean, seeing a monkey coming up close to you is kind of weird, but seeing a monkey with a baby, that's kind of creepy.
Arigato! Thank you for the subscription at J-Core Live. This one goes out to you. The fun. Take the child. A big chunker ant, yeah. So yeah, these monkeys, they were following us for what was it, like a solid 10 minutes, and in the face.
No, why should I?
No, let's not punch it in. But yeah.
That one is so funny.
So of course I must take my my chance and take a selfie with a monkey.
And then the monkey almost grabbed his camera.
So yeah, but the funny thing about this monkey park is it's actually one of the famous places in Japan. whenever you see bathing apes, it's
Have you baby dose of cute?
it's not a
bathing
joke.
ape?
That is actually a hot spring. So we were actually there.
They were so cute.
En toeristen uiteraard.
And tourists.
Heb je baby dose?
The only thing that they are missing is that little
That
washing
is
cloth
what we
on
call
the
a
head.
bathing ape. So yeah, this is the one of the famous places in Japan, and we were actually there in halfway May, I think.
Yeah, barrel roll in the water. So it's so funny how they swim underwater. I didn't know that they would do something like that. It's just like kids in the water, jumping and playing around. Grabbing each other's legs.
Was that a leg?
Why am I? Look at that! How funny this one was actually. He's holding his leg.
Yeah, mostly if you see pictures or videos, then it is during the winter time, because in the winter it's snowing. It's in the, I call it a mountain area. Yeah, to end this segment, let's see. As you can see how close they can get.
Yeah, I had one on my leg actually.
Oh yeah, there was actually a monkey climbing on your leg, and then one of the caretakers, they scared the monkey away. How do they ever get out of the water in the winter when it's wet?
Actually, I don't know.
Well,
I think they just stay in there. They don't.
they don't. They stay in there. So yeah, after the park, we went into the mosquito mud trail. Oh my
Yeah,
god,
that was
that was
horrible.
hell.
It was like basically going upstairs was a very nice hike. But going downstairs, we took the other way around because we wanted to go to a restaurant that was making homemade buckwheat noodles. We really wanted to try that one. So we took the other way down, and it was muddy and kind of slippery. But the most annoying thing of all, you were eating mosquitoes. Like, you couldn't talk, or you had like 20 mosquitoes in your mouth. And we did eventually got to the buckwheat noodles restaurant, and those were very good actually.
Oh wait, what is a zero? Is it actually a word, zero? I never heard of an animal called zero.
It's tasty.
So yeah, and once we were finally out of that mud trail, we came across a road, and it was really beautiful. We were lucky enough to see the sakura season blooming at several places. When we came into Tokyo, it was already just the start of the sakura blossoming. When we went to Sapporo, you still see the winter. Oh, yeah, and in this area we were nearing the end of the sakura.
I was such a happy person. I cried out of happiness, and I was like, the hell am I crying? Wait, it's totally bliss. Because you could hear the water running underneath the ground, and then you had the blossoms that were falling down and the soft, sweet smell of them. And on one side you had those old Japanese houses, and the other side you had the mountains and the road. So basically you had all of it at the same time, and it was so much to take in that I don't know, I just cried out of happiness.
So once we walked out of the street, this is the first sight what we saw. It was definitely a clear day, but we couldn't see Mount Fuji because Mount Fuji was the other side.
I wanna go back.
Yeah,
Jeez.
so do I.
I don't care if I'm scared in the plane. I would just step into the plane and just back to it. That's the restaurant.
Pictures in the restaurant?
Because I was too hungry.
They really made a really good buckwheat noodle. I think that's legit.
Oh, we can tell a little story, but we cannot show the pictures. But when we had all that hiking and all that kind of stuff, the lady of the ryokan, we went into the bathhouse, and then later we asked, is there a possibility or a house that we can go together, because we have never been to a Japanese bathhouse together. So no, you cannot show those pictures. Those are naked pictures.
But you don't see any.
Yeah, you don't see anything. I don't want you to get banned, you know.
True.
You can show them, but they already get annoyed by seeing skin, so
That's true.
let's not get you banned. I made it. But the lady, she went to the opposite and of the ryokan, and she went to a different one, and she asked them, like, can my customers use your bathhouse for 1 hour? And she was preparing the bath for us in her ryokan, and then she said, you can go to the other side and you can have bathhouse for yourself for 1 whole hour over there. There were like 3 styles.
It was like cheap. What was it, like 1,000 yen?
1,000 yen each.
1,000 yen. A private bath. Nope. 4 private baths. 3?
3 of them, private, and the scenery was amazing. One of them was semi outside, semi inside, because the bathtub was inside but looking over very nice scenery. Yeah, one that we went completely outside with the stones and the greens, and oh, it was so amazing. And there was one that was like 50 degrees Celsius, like scorching hot. Very hot, and it saved our legs and our back because of the very big heat. We were not sore the next day. And when we got back from that bathhouse, the lady of our ryokan said, well, I have the lady bathroom ready for both of you, private style, so you can enjoy another bathing session. So why not?
So yeah, 50 degrees is kind of hot.
It's yeah, that's kind of hot.
So Banana, thanks for talking talking about monkeys. Is this a good story? Hey Nonojutsu, yeah, we were actually discussing onsens. No, actually we were discussing monkeys.
Monkeys who were taking bath.
Because I didn't had a story to tell, and Banana, he came with an idea to talk about random stuff like monkeys, and I think he didn't expect me to actually have a story about monkeys. So, non-jutsu, non-jutsu banana. I hope that this was a good one. So yeah, this is a great story. Jigokudani Hot Springs. Yeah, I was there. Actually, we were there, and we were just talking about. Well, no, Jigokudani is not Noburitsu. That is by that is Shiba Onsen, Yamanoshi. Yeah, I just told her that we went there for 2 days, and one day we went to the monkey, say park reservoir. I don't know how you call it, but bathing monkey zoo. It was pretty small. We were there like for what 1 hour, I think. Take a dip 100 points. We did made some kind of pictures, also dirty pictures of monkey doing dirty things. I made like 100 pictures. But we're not gonna show them here.
When I had to do all the pictures on the laptop, I was like, how many monkey pictures did you take?
250 and 100 of them are doing dirty stuff. So yeah, let's go over to the next track. I think that's different kind of dirty. Let's do it like they do it at Discovery Channel. So the next track is going to be M Project with Thrashkick. No, Fresh Pits. Yeah, Fresh Pits.
Hey! 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 Hey!
And that was M Project with Thrash Pits. So apparently every time if non-jutsu is going to an onsen, it's a monkey onsen. So yeah, that was pretty much our monkey story, I guess. It was a surprisingly good story, but next time if we are going to Japan again, we're definitely gonna stop by that onsen place again, because yeah, it's a good place to be. It was one of the most relaxing days I had in Japan. So if you guys should have the chance to go to Japan for longer than 2 or 3 weeks, I would definitely suggest you guys to go to the Nagado area. Is the mountainous area where you can find multiple hot springs, and especially also the I call it especially also the monkey thing. And hi Oren, welcome back to J-Core Live, your weekly J-Core show. So yeah, I could also go for another story. You guys want to hear another story? It's more the geeky-ish story, or should we keep it for next time? Okay. let's go for it. Okay, in that case, I am going to play the next track, and that's gonna be Cureless with Go To That Trick, and then I'll go find some pictures again. So be right back.
baseline. make the club shake.
And we're back here at J-Core Live. You just heard Cureless with Go to That Trick. So yeah, another story time. This is actually the day after the monkey onsen thingy. Because one of my goals for Japan for that year in 2016 is that I wanted to do something so geeky that a lot of geeks, especially fans from a certain anime, won't do, and some probably did. But I actually been to a real life location of one of my favorite animes. Oh, okay.
I'm just. I want to see the pictures.
Oh, she wants to see the pictures. So, one of my favorite anime is an oldie called Onegai Teacher, Onegai Twins. And this anime is mainly shot in a little village called...
That's what I said.
That's what you said in the pictures, indeed. Shinano Kizuki Lake. So yeah, just when the guy teacher knew it. So yeah, I've been geeking around, and for the last several years, I have been searching on locations, and it would be so awesome to relieve if to be able to go somewhere that I always had been fan of. So. Luckily, it was pretty much close by that location. It was maybe like 40 or 50 minutes away from that location. Nerdy does Zerox reenact the scene there. Yeah. So yeah, of no further ado, I am going to show some pictures, of course.
I had never seen the anime, so I was like basically standing there. I have no idea what I'm looking at, but if you're happy, I'm happy.
So most of you guys probably never heard of Onegai Teacher of Onegai Twins. Yes, it's pity I cannot show them comparison. Did anybody ever saw the anime? Yeah, probably not. Doesn't matter.
Oh, it all did. That was still in the.
Oh, this was still an onsen. Okay. Isano Kizaki. So the whole anime was, was placed in this little village. One of those scenes is a famous one. Is where they were on a lake and, you guys can see it here as well. Those little things here. Is part of one of the alien things. The head. And most of the intro scenes that you see. Oh. Okay, sorry, forgot.
At least your mic was not muted.
This is the reviews mute. Okay, there we go. Is there a muted emoji for the Phoenix? Okay, so as you can see here, Marie-chan, that is one of the aliens, the protagonist aliens. Yeah, it's a protagonist. No, it's a mascot-ish. But also had this kind of head, so a small interlude. But also in the intro, you see this scene over there. This is one of the roads that they were walking on. And this is the Onegai Teacher, Onegai Twin Shrine. So yeah, it was actually a thing. And seriously, I was also searching for this house over here. I don't know if you guys can see it. I was actually looking for this house. Because this was my ultimate goal. Oh, and by the way, the picture that you see now, that is actually a an older train station which doesn't get used anymore. But this was a train station that was has quite an important scene in anime. Yeah, that's hardcore nerdy, definitely. So yeah, and even I wrote down there something down there. The 23rd of April 2016. This is one of the train crossroads. It's still used, only not that I call it not the train stop. This was also one of the crossroads in the opening scene already.
And of course, he wanted to go uphill to find that freaking house. And I was like, okay, we can go up, no problem, we can do that.
Oh wait, let me go back picture. So what you see here, we actually walked all the way there in the back, even there in the back, and there in the back of the mountain, and then all the way back like this, and then back here. We planned it in for 3 hours, but we eventually took the last train home.
Yeah.
So that was 5 hours.
It was indeed quite a walk. I can tell you later how I felt.
In the anime, there is also a campsite. That is the last episode from Onegai Twins, and that was actually shot in this. In this campsite, the EZiKi Powwow, and they actually slept in those cabins. This is the lake that the UFO crashed down. And yeah, you also see the old relics of Onegai teacher. Yes, this is what Misoho Sensei. Oh, Misoho. Misoho. Oh. Yeah.
It was so fun to be there because on that camping part, they were like, yeah, you're welcome. Where are you from? We're from the Netherlands. Oh! You're so far from home. How did you find us here? And he was like,
Geek.
geek.
Instant simp. Yep. I was definitely geeking away over there. Let's see. Right. In Onegai Twins, one of the first scenes when one of the protagonists comes into the village, she actually came to this stand over here, the family mart, and it's another scene.
It's the beginning of the walk, by the way.
This is now we're in, definitely in the other series of pictures, and this is the beginning of the walk.
My arm is way too bent. It's bent the other way.
This
It's not straight arm.
this bend is not natural. Not here and not there.
Nope.
Definitely not natural.
Imagine powerlifting.
So yeah.
Melanpan, no, it's not okay. It's overly bent. Not healthy. And, you know, I need to kick my husband's ass once in a while.
So yeah, we came across beautiful settings over there.
On the jutsu, it doesn't help with benching at all.
This store is actually one of the places where one of the classmates of Kay actually works. I don't know one of the classmates' parents work there. Or they own the shop, by the way.
That was pretty funny to take that picture because I had to run and just jump over to stay dry.
Walked around, walked around, walked around. Oh, the swings is also in the intro of Onagai Twins.
It was indeed a very fun trip, but going back, my legs were burning more than going uphill on the monkey trail. And because this was the day after, I was completely worn out for walking back. So basically when we were walking back, I was just looking in front of me, just staring, and just every step I took was so painful for my legs. And he said, "You want to sit down?" I said, "If I'm gonna sit down, I'm not gonna stand up anymore." So when we got back to our hostel or Airbnb, I don't even know where we slept.
Those were all Airbnb.
I just changed my clothes. We went out to get some food. I got back, took a shower, and I just dropped down on the floor and I could not move anymore. I said, "Well, good night, see you tomorrow. I'm not gonna move around anymore."
Yeah. But I actually failed one mission, and that is I couldn't find the house. So sad. So sad. Not enough MSG. So sad. But it was definitely a good time for me. As I oh no, wrong one. Yeah, I enjoyed the trip, and that was one of the geekiest moments of my life, and I am not afraid to tell it.
It was indeed very fun. I could eat everything because, I burned a lot of calories. It's still focusing on me, real life.
This is Mizuho Sensei.
Still focusing on me.
So yeah, that's pretty much the story from the next day. Yeah. So yeah. We have 2 more tracks to go. After this.
More tracks. Oh, fun to do.
It's yeah, that's it's a crazy armband, and then she used to deadlift with those arms.
No, not with that. Not with that type of arm. I mean, deadlifting is just straight arms. Downward. Upward.
So yeah, this is I don't know if I would go there again, because it was definitely out of the way.
Oh, we should. Maybe we should, instead of the Airbnb, maybe we try the camping.
I already tried, but they were I couldn't find a website for it. But like I said, it's pretty much out of the nowhere. Because from the closest city over there is Matsumoto, and that was already like a half-hour train ride, and the trains drive there like once an hour, and like only 5 or 6 trains in a day.
By the way, isn't this EZKI Lake also the vacation or the holiday camping for a lot of those animes. Like, for example, so ballroom dancing that they go to a camping. Wasn't that also EZiKi?
I have no idea. Ah, he has the twins. Nice. Of course you can send pictures.
I didn't know. Come on, I'm a please. She's washing her little feet.
Blah, 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 blah.
Goes between the toes.
Oh no.
Oh, sorry.
So yeah, like I said, we still have 2 more tracks to go, and we could play a bonus mix, and that's just a mix of all of them. I could play that, or we say that today we're gonna keep it, or we're gonna keep it short today. Okay. And you guys deserve a short show. It's okay, good. So yeah, then I am going to play the next track. Oh. Yeah, I'm going to play the next track, and it's going to be Red Ogre versus the EZiKi DJ crew with Flat Spin Valkyrie. So thank you to Nondenjutsu for feeding my cat. Oh, look what the cat actually did. Oh, this one. She actually drooled on my table. What the hell? What track is playing in the background? I have no idea. It's oh wait, actually I do have ID. It's DJ Genki featuring Yukako and MC Stone with UN. Yeah, UN. That's it. Yeah, UN. And we're still listening to a mix from DJ Kuro from Kuro Sound. Yeah, I don't really have much to add for today anymore, as this is pretty much the end of the show. Then we still one more track to go. Let's see, what do we have next week? Oh yeah, I see. So, for next week, we have another interview again. Yes, again. And this time we are going to have an interview with the with Superhero Jimmy. Who is Superhero Jimmy? Well, actually, he is one of my closest friends, and he is also the co-founder of Decima Sounds. So we are definitely going to talk a little bit about that. And what are we going to listen? We are not too sure yet what we are going to listen, but it's going to be something of Terranoid. And why Terranoid is because he actually introduced Terranoid to me. The music sounds, because I never heard of Terranoid until he told me and he showed me. So next week a show with Superhero Jimmy, one of the Terranoid releases. Yeah, and we're gonna talk about Decima Sounds and the past, present, and future. But who told Superhero Jimmy about Terranoid? Well, I think that Terranoid, that Superhero Jimmy actually know from a Bemani game. Oh, spoilers. So yeah, next week is going to be a great show, as yeah, I haven't spoken to him since forever as well, so gonna be a good one. Oh yeah, also thanks to Nondenjutsu for becoming a J-Core Life simp for 7 whole months. Yeah, time is definitely really going fast. What was it like? I had a post on my Facebook last week, telling about how proud I was about how to where I am now, because 7 months ago around this time, I started with the first J-Core Live show, the Sharpnel show. Hey, what the hell? Where's my topic? Hey, where the hell's my topic? Oh, there we go. So, yeah, I am really glad to do J-Core Live for 7 months, and yeah, I'm planning to do this for the next coming years. So, yeah. Once again, to all of you guys, of course, thank you very much for sticking around with me and with J-Core Live. And yeah, you know, sometimes it is still hard, even for me now, is to think of something to talk about. But today, thanks to Banana, I turned into something that I didn't know what to talk about to something that I can talk about for hours. And I'll try to do that in a shorter version. And yeah, still so many stories to tell. Drive the show. So yeah, let's see, what else is there to say? Yeah, in 2 months from now there is Jayco Live Full Throttle. In the background we are still working hard on getting not the track list, the artist list done and getting the artwork done. But me and Harley, we actually had a meeting last Thursday, and it's going to be for me pretty tough again because I have a lot of work to do, but it's definitely going to be worth it. So yeah, I am also looking forward for Jayco Live. Let's see. Oh yeah, the YouTube thingy, I have already 10 mixes or 11 mixes already ready to edit, and I still need to record 5 or 6 mixes, and then I am finally up to date. Of course, I need to upload all those stuff, and eventually it will be online. To the Patreon people that are on a certain tier, you get the mixes still as soon as possible. I hope to do it this weekend, and otherwise somewhere next week. The show will not be broadcasted on Twitch. Not broadcasted. You won't be able to watch it back on Twitch, but you are able to watch it back on YouTube at the Jayco Live. I'm now at 81 followers, so I still need 19, and then I can finally change that goddamn link. So you have to find me on Jayco Live, and then you pretty much will find us. Hey, Echo11, welcome back to Jayco Live, and thank you for the stash. What else? Yeah, if you haven't done so yet, follow me and like me and subscribe to the channels on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. You can find it on Neodash Zerox, and for Jayco Live you can find it on Facebook and YouTube. I also have a Patreon at patreon.com/Neodash if you want to support me even more. Also want to say thank you to everybody that has bought some merchandise on Black Friday. It was surprisingly to see how many people actually bought stuff, and yeah, I'm happy for it, and I know that Harley will be happy as well, especially because a lot of you guys bought the Jayco Live artist profile pic. Is it a profile pic? The Jayco Live Jayco Live artist picture. So that's really awesome. Anything else? No. I think that's pretty much everything. So, a motivational speech. I'm gonna do a short one for today. Yes, okay. Motivational speech. Happy. Or happiness. What is happiness? Well, happiness comes in different things. Happiness can come because you have the newest telephone or the newest iPhone. Happiness can be that you walk into a forest and be relaxed and be happy for nature. Happiness can also be if you get really good grades, and that's just the point that you needed to pass the exam. But of course, with happiness also comes sadness, because there's never, there's always I call it is an opposite. But keeping the happiness, it may be good, but eventually it can be your downfall, because you start to lose your defenses. You start to make mistakes because everybody's think, oh, then this will be fine. So, happiness, not... Oh, Jesus, Jack is it. But what is the true meaning of happiness? It's finding the middle road. The middle road is also be able to... how you say that? To be able to tell yourself what your weaknesses are. And that you're also not afraid to tell about what your weaknesses are. Well, you guys already know what my weakness is. As I already told a few times. But happiness is also what Jacob Lives brings me. And to find a balance between this and doing this for you guys, this is for me true happiness. Because of the bad things what happened in my life, I can cancel it out with Jacob Life. It's something that I really wanted to do, and still really honored to do this for you guys. So, happiness is something that you need to seek out, and happiness is something that you have to make something out of it. It's not the top, it's not the bottom, but it's here in the middle. And that is what I'm striving to go to, and that is also where I am almost at a point that I can say, this is my happiness. For now, my happiness is Jacob Life. So yeah. Maybe not the motivational speech that we're actually looking for, but it's something that I can come up for now. Let's see now. So let's see if we can raid. There's somebody that we can raid. Yeah, it's only the same people that we raid. Oh, banana doesn't matter. You can always watch back if you want to hear my motivational speech. Yeah, there's nobody else that I can raid. Otherwise it's gonna be the Howling Neko. Or I can go play some Chrono Trigger. Oh, the Secret Nihongo Hard-Based video. It's good that you mentioned it. I am going to message the... how you call it? The video editor. It's a good one. So yeah, you know what? That I am going to keep streaming, but I am going to close off this stream because YouTube is running on the background as well. So in case if you don't want, after this show I am going to stream Chrono Trigger. It would be awesome to have you guys there with me, and we can chill out. Maybe we can join like a chat that we can chat with each other. And if you don't, then then hopefully see you next week. Of course, back at Jacob Live with Super Your Jimmy. As for now, we are going to play the last track, and that is MIDI versus M Project Before Sunrise. And after that, I am going to close the stream and then be back in 5 minutes. So. Where's Record Box? Okay, there we go. So last track is Before Sunrise. To everybody out there, if you don't check me out later on Chrono Trigger. I hope you guys will have a great week. Christmas is almost around the corner, so save up your money so you can buy some presents for your beloved ones and family and whoever you want to give to. And if not, then spend it on yourself, because spend all the monies. So, I would say thank you very much for joining to J-Core Live.
J-Core.
And just a quick shout out to Melonpon, I'm the Banana, DJ Freeze, Harley Diver, Power Tool, Nonojutsu, Echo 11. Let's see who else. Aversal. Jackazit, Superhero Jimmy. And that's pretty much about it. That is still here in the chat. And to the other viewers, also thank you very much for joining EZiKi Live, and hopefully see you next week. So I will say, last track and then Neodash Zerox out. And also shout out to Jackson. Back in 5 minutes.